Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of How She Does It. I have a very special guest with me here today who has an incredible background and extensive experience in the hair care world. But I am going to let her introduce herself. I am so excited to welcome Gaby Cardenas to our episode today. Gaby, take it away.
Hey girl, thank you so much for having me. This is so awesome. Well, my name is, like you just said, Gaby Cardenas. I am a hair and makeup artist. I've been a cosmetologist for 24 years. Dibbled really heavily into the TV and film world for a long time, doing both hair and makeup. So that's a little bit about my background before starting with Monat.
I love it. And speaking about getting started with Monat, how did you get started? And as a stylist with an extensive background, what was your initial reaction to the opportunity to sell the products that weren't in your salon?
So I had a super open mind about it. When the opportunity came across, I looked at it like kind of simple in the sense I was like, it's just
Yeah.
shampoo. And how bad could it be if they work? And so for me, it was a little different. I didn't know much about any of this world. For me, it was a little different. And luckily I fell in love immediately, and I was like, this is dumb for people not to even just give it a chance. Because I feel like once you just try the product, you're going to fall in love with it. And so that was very easy for me to do.
That's so good. And let's talk a little bit more about the products and the difference that you saw with Monat products versus any of the products that maybe you have been asked to use or used in your styling world. Tell us a little bit more about our product.
So I am also a salon owner. So I've carried multiple lines. And even before having my salon, I managed a bunch of salons. So I know products very well. And then I've been gifted a bunch of products throughout the years to use on my clients and things of those natures. A lot of
Mhm.
sponsorships, right? So I had always had this idea, not even an idea, an opinion that vegan products didn't work because they didn't have the good stuff in them, quote unquote, right? The good stuff,
Yeah.
which the stuff is all, it's not good stuff. It's just chemicals and silicones and all those things, which is funny because I didn't learn much about ingredients until coming into do this business. And you would think after like all these years, I've been a hairstylist, I would know, but we're not taught those things. We're just taught what's a professional line and what's not. Um,
Wow.
so using money immediately, I felt the difference. I felt when I shampooed on myself and on a client, the cleanse, like the clean feeling was just different. It's very squeaky clean, but it was also just, I don't know, even on myself, light. Almost you just felt like you just took a bunch of years of gunk off your head and you didn't even realize you need
Yeah.
cleansing. And so I immediately noticed that. And then when I tried the conditioner, it was just very much very silky, but not. I think because there's no silicone in there, it was just a different feeling. But I was able to identify that immediately. I was like, okay, there's a lot of silic in here. I'm able to comb through the hair, and it feels good, but it didn't feel like a lot of other conditioners that maybe are full of other things that are not good for you. It wasn't heavy like that, and it wasn't super
Mhm.
slippery like the silicones based stuff. So the true test was after I washed and conditioned, and I actually used the styling, the blowout cream or the leave-in conditioner. I
Yep.
was like blown away. Oh, and the split end mender, my God, like it was like magic. So I immediately thought, how are these vegan and how do they not have any like silicone or any chemicals in here? Because it was just amazing. The smell was awesome. It wasn't overpowering, where a lot of other products are like so full of
Mhm.
perfume and they're just really strong. And so this was just different. It was a very nice, clean scent, but once I dried the hair, oh my God, I was just blown away. And I mean, for me, it happened instantly. I fell in love right away. So I immediately started talking about it because I can tell pretty so many years of just using different products. I either like them or I don't, and it's pretty quick for me to know. Um, I was literally a one shampoo wonder. I immediately fell in love with it. So that for me was like huge. I was like, wow, these are good products and they really perform very well. Like everything said on the blowout cream, the split amender, they all did what they said they were going to do. And that blew me away.
Yeah. So good. And especially considering that you said you've managed salons, you own your own salon, you've tried all of the products, and here you are using our products. Okay, that's how you got started. Now, tell us a little bit more about where you are now.
Well, currently with Monat, I am MMM, and that's Managing Market Mentor. I just earned my Cadillac 3 months ago, so I'm super excited. I'm
Amazing.
thank you. I'm at a place in this business where I know the business now. I wish I would have done it a long time ago. That's like the best thing I can say. I wish I would have found it a long time ago, but everything God's timing, right? But yes,
Absolutely.
I'm definitely at a place where I'm really happy and I just can't wait to continue to grow. It just goes hand in hand. There's so many amazing perks as well.
So true. The trips, the car, the amazing hair, the list is endless, right, Gabby?
Absolutely. And it really is endless.
It is. It is. Let's talk a little bit more now about what your typical day looks like as a business owner, hairstylist, makeup artist, as a busy mama with a growing teen. Tell us all of the things of what your day looks like.
So my days are always different because I am an entrepreneur and I love that. Um, but since I started Monet, I think my days are even more different because I've gotten more time. So a typical day is I wake up, I either get my child ready for school. Once I get her out of the house, I have my me time, and that usually consists of a cup of tea, a little bit of prayer, and then I go into my Monet business, and I do that for my phone. So it's like no matter where I'm at, whether it's on my couch, in my bed, outside, I can access my portal, my business from anywhere, which is a blessing. I check in a little bit with my flagships and my VIPs and then, my team. And then I proceed to either go into my salon. If I have a day of clients, then I'll work whatever hours I want to now.
I love that.
As I need to. I used to be behind the chair. If I wasn't behind the chair, I was on set, but this was every day, at least 5-6 days a week. And since starting Monat, I maybe will go one day a week in to do clients now. Sometimes two if I'm just feeling like it, but I don't really need to do it like I did before because I do have this amazing extra stream of income that's coming in that helps me be able to give me that time freedom and more time with my family and at home and with my husband. I'm a new wife, of a year. So it's just those things that I was never around because I was so busy. And I think that's one of the biggest blessings that Monet can bring anyone is that time.
And what you just said about time, having the gift of time is truly priceless. And I really love that you start your day with Monat now. It's not the other way around of doing your business first. It's Monat first, and then you go into the salon and then you take on the clients that you want to take on. So that's incredible. What a shift because of Monat.
Absolutely. And then with Monat, you can just implement it. I continue to implement it throughout my day. So it's something that I think that's something I want to make very clear, because a lot of people think, well, I don't have time. I'm already doing this or I'm already doing that, and I don't
Yeah.
have time for anything extra. But Monat is something that you just implement into your life, literally into your business, whatever business you're doing. Because even if you have an office job and you're working with other people, excuse me, you can talk about the products. You can talk about maybe your skin or whatever it is. It's just, I tell people it's not so difficult. It's just conversations. It's just like talking about your favorite coffee drink or your favorite food. You're just talking
A
about,
thousand percent.
you know.
Yep. Yep. And something that you genuinely love. And when people feel that confidence in you, and it doesn't come off as salesy, and it's just a genuine love for the product and for what you do. But is there something specifically that you love the most about money?
Oh man, one specific thing, that's hard. I love so many things about Monat. I mean, for one, the community that I've gained with Monat is something I didn't even know I was signing up for. So when I signed up thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna sell shampoo and skincare, I didn't know it came
Yep.
with a huge perk of community. And not just community, but also I'm really big in giving back. And I saw right away that we had a gratitude program. And that's something that I was blown away with, because I was like, whoa, this company is way more than I even like imagined. It's something that
So
really intrigued
excited.
me. It really was awesome to just see that they give back as well, and that this company is not just like take, but no, they give so much. And every trip I've been on, they do something grand with gratitude. So I want to say that's probably one of the biggest things. There's so many that I love about the business, but that right there is the giving back. And it just makes you feel like you're serving a purpose on top of being able to make money, have fun, gain community, and all the other things that it comes with. Because yes, there's a lot of fun in this business, but then there's also real life, and there's other people that are not as fortunate. And so to
Mhm.
be able to see them give back like that, that's just such a beautiful thing to me.
You just nailed it. It's community, it is gratitude. We always say it's the heart of what we do. It's one of the first things that drew me into work for the company on the corporate side of things. And it is that positivity that this community radiates, culture and supporting each other. So I feel like I couldn't have said it better. And I want to dive a little into like debunking kind of another myth out there, considering your background as a celebrity hairstylist and makeup artist. People are thinking, oh, well, she's already got a clientele list. Can you tell us a little bit more about how that might be untrue, and maybe a little bit more? Um, it might have even been a little bit more challenging for you, right?
Absolutely. It was actually more challenging for me. Um, so people think, oh, you're already, you're a hairstylist and you're a makeup artist, so you already have the clients. And so this was really easy. No, it was the completely opposite. But a lot of people looked at me like I was a sellout coming into network marketing. And
Uh-huh.
if anything, I even had people get upset at me and like not want to talk to me and over doing this business. But I didn't let that discourage me. It was actually harder for me, because now I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I got to show them why, and it took some of my clients a little bit, but then others were like, well, you know what? We trust her and she's been doing this for a long time. So I had a little bit of both. I had the ones that trusted me, maybe had seen the product with other people, but
Hmm.
then saw me talk about it and we're like, okay, wait, if Gabby's using it and Gabby's talking about it, maybe it's not so bad. I had some of those. And then I had some of those, oh my God, she's selling out. She must be going through something and she's probably broke now because she's selling shampoo. It's the total opposite. I was like, no, people, I saw a great business opportunity as a business owner. I
Yeah.
said, if these products perform and these products work, because that was the only way I was gonna do these, do this business. I loved it. And then I was like, this is foolish to not want to share these products. And if you have a business mindset like I do, I should
Mhm.
say, I saw this investment, a small investment compared to all the huge investments I made. And oh my God, has this brought, I mean, let's just be real. Let's just talk about the Cadillac. That investment, that little investment I made has given me a car that I've earned, has given me multiple trips. Now let's just talk about, I'm not even like put numbers out there, but it just
Yeah.
doesn't even make sense. It's like I've made so much back from my little investment. And I say little because I have storefronts and I've spent so much money. Monat sets us up with all the tools to have a very successful business with a very small startup. And it's almost like unheard of to see what this business can bring you for the amount that you're starting. And it's not like you're paying this. No, you're getting your kit, your products to start. So it's like basically you're buying your products, but now you got a business. And it's just, in my opinion, is so amazing. And so I looked at it with that as well. In that aspect, it was definitely a no-brainer for me. But going back to the backlash, yeah, it wasn't easy like people may think, because
Mhm.
of my background. I had to really talk to people and really and be consistent with what I was believing and why, because I completely stopped using all other products. So if you were now coming to my getting your hair done in my chair, I was no longer using anything else besides Monat. And if they were coming, they knew that's what they were going to use. So it got to the point where then they're
So
like,
good.
okay, I'm gonna trust you and let you use this stuff, because I had a lot of people that were skeptical, but I loved being able to change so many people's opinions because I used the product on them.
What would be one piece of advice you would give to someone who is starting out as a market partner?
One piece of advice is to just be observant and learn from, any of your uplines, and be patient, and don't ever judge your success to someone else's or your start to someone else's, because everyone is different and everyone has a different path with this business. So I think the biggest thing is to not compare.
Oh, I love that. There's that saying out there, right? That comparison is a thief of joy. So create your own story, stay in your own lane. So good. And for those out there who might be thinking about joining the opportunity, what would you say to them?
Oh my God, do it. Do it and at least give it an opportunity, because for me, I wish, like I mentioned earlier, I wish I would have found this opportunity earlier. I had never heard of money up until when I signed up. So um I think that if you just have an open mind, that's the biggest thing with this business. Have an open mind, use the products, and learn the products for yourself, because the best recommendation is a personal recommendation. So if you really know what you're talking about on a personal experience, oh, it feels like this, it smells like this, or it's different than I think it, so very learn and use. Like, that's my biggest thing. I didn't have what you new market partners are going to have. We didn't have when I started, the shampoo dealer course and these things that you now have in your back office where you can learn your products. I
Mhm.
literally would be up at night clicking on each bottle of shampoo and reading the benefits and what they did. So I taught myself because I really wanted to know what these products were.
Well, what would you say is next for you on your journey here at Money?
Oh man, my next is director. That's definitely what my heart is set on. And it is it's gonna happen. No doubt.
We love a goal and a vision. So we're excited to keep cheering you on. We are going to wrap up this episode with some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Ooh, I'm ready.
All right, you're stranded on a deserted island. What 3 products will you take with you?
Oh my God. Okay. For sure, sun veil, because you got to keep protected from those sun rays. Air dry cream, because if I don't have power and electricity, my hair's gonna be so good. We're gonna
You have
use
the
that.
wind.
Yes, we got the wind. The air dry cream is gonna keep that hair looking good. And wow, let me see. Another one. I would probably stay on a deserted island. I would take my refresh mist so that I can just keep myself hydrated and fresh if I'm out there in a deserted island. It's very cooling and it keeps the skin nice and fresh. And hey, we wouldn't need any makeup, so the skin's gonna be popping.
Love that. Next question. Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Ooh, you tell me. What do you see with my personality?
I think that you're an extrovert.
100%. Yes, I'm 100% an extrovert.
And I know most people will say, well, a little bit of both. Like when you're done, you'll like retreat back and you'll be a little bit of an introvert. We all have that in us. For those of us who are extroverts. Early riser or
I
night
am
owl?
an early riser, early riser. That's changed as I've gotten older. I don't like sleeping in. I feel like I waste my day and I want to take advantage as much time as I have. So I'm an early riser.
And being that you're multi-passionate, I can see that. You got to get all the things done.
100%. There's not enough time in the day for me, not enough hours in the
Mhm.
day.
I know, I feel you there. And final question, bucket list vacation.
Oh my goodness. Bucket list. I want to go to, I would say I've always wanted to go to Greece, and that's probably number one on the bucket list, which will happen soon, hopefully, since I love to
Yes.
travel so much.
And that is a dream for all of us, I'm sure. If you haven't been, Greece is definitely bucket list worthy. Well, that was so much fun, Gabby. Thank you for sharing your story with us and for hanging with us and debunking so many of those myths that some stylists might have out there. I love your message of never quitting and staying consistent and finishing out your race and even just staying in your own lane. But most importantly, being open minded to what this business could bring. And the heart of what we do is the culture, gratitude. You nailed so many things. So thank you for sharing your time with us. And we will see you soon at director level. And we'll be putting on that MDC jacket on you one day soon. Thank you, Gabby.
Thank you so much.